It's time for the Trucker John Livestream. Gonna be a good time, oh yeah. The Trucker John Livestream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time, good time. Trucker John Livestream. Gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit. Hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Well, yeah, it's the Trucker John Livestream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the Trucker John Livestream is the best thing you've ever seen. It's time for the Trucker John Livestream. Gonna be a good time, oh yeah. The Trucker John Livestream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time, good time. Trucker John Livestream. Gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit. Hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Well, yeah, it's the Trucker John Livestream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the Trucker John Livestream is the best thing you've ever seen.
Project 2025 would dismantle democracy as we know it.
He says, "You're not going to be a dictator, are you?" I said, no, other than day one.
Is a vision of implementing a startlingly authoritarian form of the U.S. government.
Same thing with the unions. They get their little 5%. They get another 2%. They get another 3%, 4%. Then all of a sudden, they're making more money than the people that own the company.
Do you do larger cuts, corporate cuts?
Yeah, I was planning on doing it. In fact,
You believe in punishment for abortion, yes or no, as a principle?
there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
What's at stake here is democracy itself. It's now Donald Trump's party. And if he's elected, the consequences will be catastrophic.
These economists so opposed to Trump's plan? Because the economic effects would be pretty terrible. This is a study done by Bloomberg Economics, and they found that Harris's plan did not have much change in either the GDP or inflation, which in a sense is a good thing at this point. But look at what Trump's plan would do. Trump's plan would cut the GDP by 8.9%. And let me put that in perspective for you. This is roughly twice the amount that the GDP went down during the financial crisis.
Wow.
So we would be looking at something between a recession and a depression.
They began to beat me with hard metal objects.
Multiple capital injuries. Fuck you, police! Take your dick over the ass and back up in there.
And I mentioned the word love, the love in the air. I've never seen anything like it.
Reach the line. We need backup. We're gonna have to work after. We've been tanked and we've lost the line.
I asked him very explicitly, what's going to happen on January 6th, 2025? And he gives me the answer that you don't want to hear.
Donald Trump, he's made it clear throughout his life that he believes black people are inferior.
The Department of Justice accused the Trumps of violating the Fair Housing Act, arguing they were turning away renters based on race and color.
Donald Trump took out $85,000 in ads in the New York City newspapers calling for the execution of minors who at that point had not even gone to trial.
I hate these people, and let's all hate these people.
He has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't want black people involved in the counting of his money or involved in the running of his world.
He is a tried and true, dyed-in-the-wool racist.
In Trump's head, you can't be a person of color and an American.
Dodgers just won the World fucking Series. Holy shit! New York wasted zero time getting on the board as the Paul George of baseball hit a rare home run in the first, followed by a jizz-jasm nuke, and the Yankees were up 5-0 before Aaron Boone was able to fuck anything up. But holy fucking shit, New York completely unraveled in the fifth. Aaron Judge drenched his glove in a bucket of melted butter between innings. Then the Yankees infield collectively snorted the entire third baseline in premature celebration. The Yankees had a 93% chance to win this game on Poly Market before them boys turned in the 2016 Atlanta Falcons. Aaron Judge's girlfriend got a DUI in 2020, and her two breathalyzer tests came in at .169 and .181, which were both higher than Aaron Judge's World Series batting average. Mookie Pookie Betts sacrificed his soul for a non-Hollywood Los Angeles corporation in the 8th inning to drive in the winning run, and then it was all up to the goateed gringo to close this shit out. Walker Buehler got the final out, but we all know that this pitch was the one to win the World Series.
Start the party, Los Angeles! Your Dodgers have won the World Series! Here's the 1-2 pitch from Buehler. Got him swinging! That's it! It's a World Series win for LA! They've done it! They finished the job and give Los Angeles the parade it's been waiting for!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Trucker John. Now, hopefully you can hear me. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Give me some thumbs ups in that chat if you can hear me okay. I think I got a green light. I think everything's okay. And contrary to what you may have heard, this is the pre-show, House Park's pre-show hangout. The little title card that I wrote up, I put after show. That's me. It's on me. I can't blame AI. I can't blame anyone else but myself. I wrote after show. This is obviously not the after show. This is the pre-show. And then you're going, oh my God, did I miss Hal? Hal should be coming on right after us, right here at 4 o'clock. So anyhow, it is 3:12 p.m. right now in the Pacific time zone in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. I want to thank everybody for being here. We got 25 watching and 21 thumbs ups. How did that work? Oh, no. Okay, yeah. So there's 4 people who haven't thumbed up yet, at least. So let's get those thumbs up going. Get us in the algorithm. Let's get everybody in here. Let's get sparklers in here. Let's get trucklers in here. Let's get Danimals in here. Let's get Bryantologists in here. Let's get Ojeda's commandos in here, whatever he's calling his people. Let's get MAGA. Let's get some maggots in here. I don't give a fuck. Let's get some Trumpers in here. Let's get some old school Republicans in here. I don't give a fuck. Let's get everybody in here. There's plenty of room. Plenty of room. Although I gotta say it's pretty crowded in here. It's pretty big crowds. We got pretty big crowds. All right, guys. Anyhow, thanks. I see Mr. Bob Newell first in the driver's lounge. Mr. Bob Newell says, "Here's Trucker John." Yep, that's Bob Newell for you. Aaron West. All right, I got Aaron West in here doing the mod job. Thanks, Aaron, for being here. Nick Rich is like number 5. Good time. Good time. Good time. Good time. Danny Berry Sports Highlights says, "Happy Halloween, everybody." Happy Halloween right back at you, pal. Have a good one. I don't know. Are you guys going to be trick-or-treating? Do people still trick-or-treat? Do the kids still trick-or-treat? I know even for the last, because people don't trick-or-treat anymore. They've been saying that for 20 or 30 years. And it's always been, it's kind of a weird thing. I guess when I was a kid growing up in the 60s and the early 70s, it was every year everyone trick-or-treated. It was that was just the thing. Everybody went out trick-or-treating. Then I noticed, like, probably in the 90s, at least in the neighborhood we lived at in Palmdale, California, very nice residential neighborhood, lots of families, lots of kids. It was kind of weird. Like, I mean, one year we might have 100 kids show up at the door. One year we might have 2. The next year it might be 200 kids. And the next year it might be 3. It's been that way, at least my experience, from the mid to late 90s into at least the mid 2000s. Because quite frankly, since about 2009, I was on the road almost. I did make it home for some Halloweens though, during that time, but pretty much I was on the road or whatever. But my experience from, say, the mid 90s to the mid 2000s, it was hit and miss. Like I say, so it kind of bugs me when people just go, "People don't trick or treat anymore." I don't know how you can say that. Maybe that's their experience, but my experience has been, it's just been up and down. So I don't know. Anyhow, what are you guys doing? If you have, now, a lot of you guys are probably in my age demographic. We're not trick or treating, but and we don't. And our a lot of people in my age demographic have grandkids now, right? So maybe the grandkids are trick or treating. There's the trunk or treat. They have those. They have the thing where you go in the mall. You just do the thing in the mall. There's all kinds of stuff. So let me know what you guys are doing. And then, of course, adults like to dress up and go to Halloween parties and stuff like that. So let me know what you guys are doing for Halloween tonight, if anything. I know here in Vegas there's a lot of stuff going on for adults, like parties, and there's street things. Fremont Street is going to be a freak show tonight, more so than usual. And so there's some crazy stuff. Anyhow, yeah, we got Daniel Berry. That's what started this whole thing. Is it Happy Halloween? Just Julie's here. Hey, Just Julie. Thanks for being here. Says hello, y'all. Well, hello, Just Julie. Thank you for coming on in, hanging out with us here in the driver's lounge. Ask is here. Hey, Ask. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. Back at you. Let's see. Jolie's here. All right, so we got a full mod squad. We got the full team. Ado Redness is here. Hello, Ado. Well, thanks for being here. If I butchered your name, I'm sorry. James Williams is here. Hey, James. Good to see James in the driver's lounge. Thanks for driving in. Thanks for coming on in. I don't know if you drove here. I don't know. How'd you get here? Did you drive? Did you Uber? I don't know. Let's see. We got Freevit. Hey, Freevit 28's back. What is going on here? What is going on here? This is a pre-show. House Sparks pre-show. Don't let the title card fool you. This is not an after show. Mr. Bob Newell, I hope this isn't Uber talk. Thank you. Today's show brought to you by Uber. We get you there. I know, first show, the morning show, we talked a lot of Uber, and I don't think Mr. Bob Newell was really into it for some reason. Just didn't, got a little tired of all the Uber talk, I think. Prefers it when I talk about, I don't know, the rural poor of Southern Illinois or something. I don't know. Mr. Bob Newell, can you hear me? Can you hear me? We could just do all Dodger talk, you know. Michael McAndrews is here. Says strange looking people coming to my door. Oh, are you already getting trick or treaters? It's only 5:17 where you're at, or 6:17. Well, yeah. Give them some candy and maybe they'll go away. I don't know. Freevit21 says trucker is good. Ask. Yeah, just ask me. I'll tell you, I'm good. Bad Mac is here. Slava Ukraini. Slava Ukraini back at you. Absolutely. Kick some Russian ass. That's how I say it. Although I did do a weird thing with my hand just now that didn't look right. That did not look right. I did not mean that in any... That almost was Trumpian in a way. I don't know what I was doing. It should be more like, you know, I don't know this. I don't even know. I'm not helping myself, am I? I'm not helping myself. Ass says blue dots everywhere, USA. We got the big blue dots. It's going to be a big blue, giant blue tsunami on Tuesday. I'll tell you that much for sure. Mr. Bob Newell, did Pee Wee Reese play? Yes, he played up in the field. He played in Iowa at the Field of Dreams field where the dead baseball players play. I heard they had a game this weekend. Mr. Bob Newell, please no Uber talk. Uber talk. Today's show brought to you by Uber. We get you there for cheaper than a taxi cab. I think. Don't hold me to that. At least that's been my experience. Michael McAndrews says, right, John, like I'm going trick-or-treating at 67 years old. Well, you never know. You never know. Hey, Be Aware's here. Be Aware says, New Mexico, look, don't make me waste a whole damn half a day here, okay? First of all, Hispanics love Trump. They do. True. Apparently that was a quote from DJT. Someone named DJT today in New Mexico. Now, I didn't see the clip or hear the clip. I cannot verify if that's true or confirm it. That's an actual quote, but I have no doubt that it could possibly be true. I would be not surprised in one bit if this is 100% accurate. And I'm not saying anything against you. Be aware that you're not being accurate, but I'm just saying that does not surprise me one bit if that's what he actually said. Aaron West says, I had to turn my porch light off. I have no treats. Oh, no treats for the kids? You didn't just go buy a little bag of those little... I love the little Hershey's chocolates. You know, whatever. You didn't? Oh, man. See, I every year, like I said, like one year we'd have 200 kids. One year we'd have 2. But we still bought the candy, always just in case, because the less kids that show up the door, the more candy for moi. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's why we get the good shit, too. Like, we would buy the big full... We didn't give out... A lot of times, we didn't give out the little ones. We gave out the big full-size bars, man. Michael B. Andrews, my neighbor is serving warmed-up wine and shots for the adults. That sounds nice. That's a nice... That might get more people out trick-or-treating if the adults could make it sort of like a bar crawl. By the time they get home, they're like, "Hey, kids, get in the house. Is everybody here? Did we lose one? Where's Junior at? He'll make it home. Don't worry about him." Robert Perez, hide your stash, stoners. Hey, Robert Perez, by the way, good to see you. Thanks for coming back on in as we do a pre-show hangout. I keep emphasizing that because I fucked up the title card, the little picture thingy. Carolyn Phillips is here. Hey, Carol, good to see you. It says like blue heart with a ocean wave. I'm thinking that means blue wave, big blue tsunami. Of course. It says 2 votes for straight blue, 3 hours in line, but worth it. Oh my goodness, Carolyn, you had to wait 3 hours. Where did you vote from? If you don't mind me asking, I'm always curious because, like I said, I grew up in California. I live in Nevada now. Even before mail-in voting and early voting, when it was always just same-day voting and you had to go down to the polling place, I don't think I ever waited more than 5 minutes. I can't remember waiting more than 5 minutes. So I'm always curious to hear about these other places. So if you don't mind me asking, or saying, I'm just wondering, was that like in Georgia or something, or wherever? I'm just wondering. But good for you for sticking in there and voting. Good on you. I'm proud of you. Let's see. We got Mr. Rob Newell. Did you enjoy trucking? I did. I got burned out on it, but I did enjoy it. It had its good and its bad points, but yeah, it was all right. Mad Max said, I saw the Yankee savages trying to rip the baseball out of Mookie's glove. Holy crap, man. Yeah, and I'm yelling at the TV. I'm like, throw that motherfucker out. Throw him out. Throw him out of the stadium. I'm like, get that motherfucker out of here. That was me. That was me watching the game. I'm like, fuck that guy. Kick him out. Kick him out. And they did. They did kick him out, and they took away his seats. And then for the next game, for last night's game, there was this little kid and his family. They got those seats, and the little kid was like going through cancer treatments or shit like that. So I guess some good came out of it. This little kid got to see a Yankee Dodger World Series game right there. Not the best seat in the house, but it was right there on the edge. But being out in right field, hey, who's complaining? Who's complaining? I mean, I would love to have that seat. So anyhow, yeah, they kicked that motherfucker out, and probably I think the other people that were with them, because they were all sort of getting grabby. Michael McAndrew says that is really uncool to take the ball out of a player's hand like that. Yeah, it was uncool, but umpires automatically rung him out. It was out. So that batter was out, called out, and the fan, at least one of those fans, the main guy, but maybe the other ones too, they got booted. Says James Williams says the Trumpers are all in shock. They know the end is coming. Halloween is an awesome holiday. We have already had claims of needles and fruits. Really? People still do that? Number one, first of all, I always heard that those needles and razors in the fruits was kind of like a urban what do you call it? An urban wives' tale? No, an urban legend or whatever the fuck it's called. And number two, who the fuck hands out fruit at Halloween? Because my parents and I told my kids and every parent in the world, if you get any fruit or anything that's not wrapped in a commercially wrapped thing, it goes immediately in the trash can. So I don't know. You would think that the people that were doing that would have learned that that's not. They're not going to get the result they want, because everyone I know, if you got an apple or you got anything that wasn't like, store-bought, professionally wrapped, it was going in the fucking trash can. Robert Perez says a trunk or treat is a apple with a razor blade inserted. Like I said, I heard that's mainly like urban myths, but I don't know. But you didn't. But no one wants to take a chance of that. Like I said, if I got an apple, because I remember there were a couple times where I got an apple or something. That motherfucker was tossed. Be Aware says, I'm having a couple of beers and handing out some candy tonight. There you go. That sounds like fun. Mad Max says, no shit, Mike. I have never seen fans doing something so shitty. Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, grabbing the glove, yeah. I've seen lots of fan interference. But yeah, to like grab his glove and take his glove like that. And did you see, I saw a little clip of Rob Gronkowski, the big, probably future Hall of Famer, I guess, tight end for New England Patriots. And then last few years at Tampa Bay, because he was, what's his face is tight end. And he was saying, I know that guy. Because I went to college with that guy. And he goes, he was on the hockey team, and he was a fucking asshole then. He was a crazy motherfucker in college. He goes, and what he's doing right there, he goes, that perfectly exemplifies the kind of guy he was. So I thought that was funny. Hey, we got Carolyn Phelps, Lorene Sparviaro. Hey, good to see Lorene. Thanks for being here. Red, White, and Blue Hearts. There you go. Awesome. Prefect 28 says, Nick Rich, is it us or US? So stressed and anxious, so is the world. Yeah, like I say, I'm confident that Kamala Harris is going to win going away, but then a good old PTSD of 2016 creeps in. So let's just get this. I can't wait for Tuesday to get here. Let's get it over with. Let's fucking do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Mr. Bob Newell, please, no more Dodger talk. Rubber Fred, today's show brought to you by the Dodgers. They just keep on winning. They're going to win next year, too. I predict it right now. They're going to win next year. They're going to go back-to-back. It might be a Dodger-Yankee rematch for next year. Robert Perez, yeah, man, Johnny, I will protest Uber until you get back to work. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate the support. Nick Rich says, I'm optimistic Donald will lose bigly. Me too, Rick. Me too. He's going to get fucking blown out of the water. But that's the right thing to say. Mr. Bugdle, you did the hand thing. I know. I did the hand thing. James Williams says, what's with 45 dressing up like Ronald McDonald? I know. That's what I thought, too. He's wearing that safety vest. And that's what I thought. I was like, is this Ronald McDonald or what? Nick Rich, 20 past the hour, so I'm about 10 minutes behind, as you know. Ask says, for your information, snowflakes create avalanches. Yeah, it starts with the first snowflake. You know? And Jolie is welcoming Lorene Sparviaro. And I hope I did a proper job welcoming you, Lorraine. I don't think I've seen you before, so thank you for being here. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share. I'm really bummed out. I think I lost a subscriber because we were at 3,480 this morning, and now we're at like 3,479. And I don't know if I pissed somebody. I don't know who left. Somebody left. Somebody left me, and I feel really sad about it. So we got to make up for that. Let's hit that share button, and let's get some more people in here. Be Aware says, true quote, lifted it off, Drudge. Okay. I didn't. Well, yeah. They have a picture of Donnie looking like a blow-up dollar in a safety vest on their page right now. What's a blow-up dollar? You should check it out. Like a blow-up dollar. I don't know. Or it was like a blow-up doll. Maybe that was autocorrect. Like a blow-up doll, like a sex doll. Not that I would know anything about those type of things. Oh yeah, Be Aware, blow-up doll. Okay. I should probably do a little post reading there before I do stuff. But oh yeah, I did figure it out. Okay, blow-up doll. A blow-up dollar though. That sounded kind of interesting. But yeah, I didn't. I'm not at all surprised that he said that because he says stupid shit all the time. All the time. Ass says I would give out a bag of marbles for Halloween, not treats. A bag of marbles. Why would you give out a bag of marbles? So kids can chuck those through people's windows or something? Why don't you just go ahead and hand out raw eggs? Too. Here's a carton of eggs, kids. Go. Have at it. Here's some TP, too. Joseph, hey, Joseph Winnie's here. Hey, TG. Hi, everyone. Hey, Joseph Winnie. Haven't seen you in a while. I don't think. Didn't see you this morning. Where were you this morning? Hey, Joseph. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're just hanging out, killing a little time while we wait for Hal to check in, which I believe will be in about 28 minutes from now. Carol Lana says, I'm 72, recently widowed. Did hubby as the mummy, and I hope he did that like when he was still alive. Real looking scared out of people, and as a Klingon would pass as extra on the undiscovered country Star Trek. I'm still wanting to trick or treat. Halloween is a great fun time, and I'm sorry about your husband passing, but Halloween's a great time. A lot of people, for a lot of even adults, Halloween is their favorite holiday. Their holiday. I mean, I'm not really that into it just because I just have been out, driving trucks. But if I had more, I guess now I have time. But I'm doing this now, and I'm waiting for my car. But I don't know. It was always fun. Like I went to a few Halloween parties, like costume parties over the years, like when I was younger, and it was fun. It's a good excuse. It's a good excuse to dress up like a slutty nurse. I never did that, but it's so funny how many guys, they go and drag, and it's kind of like, oh, see what you're really into. But yeah, no, it's a good excuse to just dress up in a costume and go to someone's house and drink lots of beer and smoke lots of pot in a costume. So, I needed an excuse for that. Let's see. Carol Phelps says in Beech Grove, Indiana, near Indy. Red state. Yeah, it's a red state. I guess they probably have the bare minimum of polling places, probably, just to make it hard for everybody. James Williams says volunteer to take the grandchildren, Carol. Oh, yeah. That'd be fun. That's a good way to get to walk around. And a lot of parents, they dress up as they're taking their kids trick-or-treating. I've seen that. I think that's always fun. I did that a few times, I think, when we took the kids trick-or-treating. Did I do that? Maybe I didn't. I know a lot of other parents did. I'm trying to think if I ever did. I guess I didn't. I know. I think I did a couple of years where I dressed up. Hey, Izolda's in. Hey, y'all. Hey, TJ. Hey, Izolda. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us here in the driver's lounge. Like I said, we're just kicking back. We're shooting the shit, talking about a lot of Halloween stuff since it is Halloween. Carol Lana says, I'm a childless cat, Lady James, so sadly not much family. Don't even get trick-or-treaters here. Well, you know what? Make the best of it. Put on a scary movie or something and, have your beverage of choice or whatever. Just have a nice, relaxing, peaceful evening. You can always make the best out of it, I think. Michael Arangelski's here. Said, hey, John, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween back at you, Michael. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us here in the driver's lounge. Lorene Sparviero says they did in the 60s. Are we talking about the razor blade and the apple? Or which one are we talking about? Like I said, I heard that was all urban myth. Because I heard the stories too. Believe you me. And if I ever got an apple, I was trained very well. You do not, and you don't eat any of your candy until your parents have a chance to go through it all and make sure that there's none of this homemade shit, stuff that's been wrapped in just some baggie or whatever. All that shit gets tossed. It's got to be like professional packaging, and no fruits or no fucking nothing like that. No cupcakes, nothing. Cat cookie fruit might be tainted. Yeah, you just toss that all out. Even though I heard years later, this is like years later, like in the 80s or something, that the whole razor blade and the apple thing was an urban myth. Zunny's here. Hey, Zunny, good to see you. As a kid, it was happening in our area, but that was nearly 40 years ago. Again, was it just rumors? Was it verified? Was it confirmed? Or were these just rumors? Jason Bourne says urban legends. Urban legends, urban myths. That's what I hear. Yeah, Carol says, used to make cupcakes. Families used Families trusted us, and hot apple cider always snowed on Halloween. Front Range, Colorado. That just sounds so cozy, doesn't it? You know, you're getting some snow coming down, and you've got some hot apple cider. Man, I could just see the fire going in the fireplace. You know, that just sounds so nice, doesn't it? Michael Arangelski, Tom Brady. Oh, yeah, Tom Brady. Thank you. Yeah, I'm that far behind, but yeah, Tom Brady was the quarterback. Was when I was talking about Gronk. I think I'm on a decline. Carolyn Phelps says the Beach Grove near Indy. Yeah, okay. So they had a 3-hour wait. That sucks, but I'm glad you stuck it out, Carolyn. I'm glad you stuck it out. It's good on you for getting your vote in, not letting the bastards win. Don't let the bastards win by forcing you in a 3-hour line. They want you to quit. They want you to give up because they know that the lower the turnouts, the better the Republicans do. The higher the turnouts, the better the Democrats do. So overall, speaking. So I'm good on you for sticking it out and getting your vote in. As Old as In says, who is that person who tried to cut the kid's mouth by hiding a blade inside an apple? I hope they're still in jail. As Old as In, yeah, this is some thing. I think that story has been going around since at least the 50s, like before I was even born. And certainly in the 60s and 70s. And like I said, there were stories about that happening. Like, and it probably did happen somewhere. I don't know. But then I heard later that those were just like urban myths, that didn't really happen. But probably the reason that myth started is because that was parents telling their kids, if you get anything that's not wrapped professionally, if you get an apple or a banana or I don't know, whatever. I don't think I saw bananas, but I did get some apples every now and then. But if you saw an apple or you saw anything like that, you do not eat it. In fact, you do not touch your candy until you get home and we have a chance to look at it and go through it. And parents were probably telling their kids, why? Because they're like, why'd you throw that apple out? And they're like, because we heard this. Because did you not hear the story about the girl who bit into the apple and someone stuck a razor blade in it and it cut her fucking mouth to pieces? And they're like, no, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's why we're throwing the apple away. So that's probably how it all started, right? And that's I think that's probably a good thing because it brought awareness to all the trick-or-treaters not to eat anything because anything that have some drug could be injected into it or whatever, to be very, very cautious and look over the candy, even if it's wrapped, to make sure there's no holes in it, no pinholes or anything like that. Tom is here. Tom with a goat or something and a panda. Says, hey, John, you still trucking? Nope. I haven't trucked in almost 2 years, since I guess the end of January 2023. 2023? Yeah, so it'll be 2 years this January, I guess, that I pretty much quit driving. Lorraine Sparviario says, you pronounced it right, thank you. And now I feel like I may have mispronounced it. But I try my best and to do that. I don't want to butcher someone's name. But I'm glad you're here. And it's a great name. It's a lovely name. Freevid28 says, he is like Bo of the fifth column. Who's like Bo of the fifth column? Because I must have skipped. Did I skip someone's chat? Anyhow, I don't know. I don't know if you're talking about me. I don't know if you're talking about some other dude. Ojeda, maybe? I don't know. Carol Alana says, yes, as I guess Stephanie Miller said, I'll die mad about Hillary, but I think Russian disinformation diluted this time. I think so too, Carol. I think you're right. I think, like I always say, we're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe trick this time. I think more and more people are aware of what's going on, but still a lot of people get fooled. So, but I think less and less are. And thanks to shows like mine that help get the real information out, the real info about things like razor blades and apples on Halloween. Mr. Spock says, hey, let's give the old, I'm trying my best here, live long and prosper. Mr. Spock, don't pull a hammy, TJ. I'll try not to. Emily says, Oompa Loompa. Oompa Loompa, back at you, Emily. Good to see you. I don't know if I've seen Emily before, so thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you give me a like, a subscribe, and a share. We need to make up. I think I lost somebody this morning. I'm very sad. We're one down, so we got to make up for that sub. Michael says subs come and go. Yeah, still I'm sad. Non-Useful's here. Hey, good to see Non-Useful. Thanks for jumping on in. We got about 17 minutes before I guess Hal's going to come on. We're just doing a little pre-show hangout, regardless of what you may have heard. This is not the after show. This is the pre-show. Hey, Lorene Sparviero, like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Lorene. I appreciate that so much. It just makes my day. It's like instead of getting candy, I would rather get subs. Prevent28 says, don't mess with 56 Nick Rich timing. Oh, he's on it. Nick Rich is on it. Mike Yeski, eggs are expensive now. Yeah, so a lot less egg throwing, I guess, going on. Hunter's Hog. Hey, Hunter's Hog is here. Good to see you. Says, there you go. I made up for your one lost subscriber, Brother John. Well, thank you so much, Hunter Hog. I appreciate that. So we got Lorene. We got Hunter's Hog. You guys are awesome. Now I'm not so sad. Not so sad anymore. Carolyn Phillips subscribed and liked. So thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Hey, Tim Farrell's here. Tim says, Trump prepping for his coming community service of picking up highway garbage. Yeah, exactly. He had his little safety vest on, and all he needs is one of those little stabby things, you know. And there I go again with the hand gestures. Non-Useless says, TPing? Oh, TPing. Okay, TPing is too expensive too. Yeah, I guess those things have been priced out. Stamp and Snitch. Hey, Stamp and Snitch. I don't think I've seen Stamp and Snitch here before. Stamp and Snitch. Sorry, I'm not calling you a snitch. Stamp and Stitch. I don't think I've seen you before. Thank you for being here. I always like to at least one time, give you a welcome. Thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, and share if you would. It says, according to my dad, tipping outhouses are a lot of fun. Well, yeah, they would do that. And there was also cow tipping, which we didn't have a lot of cows where I grew up, but I heard about that. Is that another urban myth or legend? But I heard cow tipping is a real thing because the cows, I guess, sometimes they just sleep standing up and you can just tip them over. And then there's the thing with the outhouses. People go in to take a dump or whatever, or a piss. And then while they're in there, their friends, their lovely friends would tip over the thing. And then that could be a gross mess. I never did that. Like I said, I wasn't really around a lot of outhouses. We had indoor plumbing in California. But actually, I think some kids did that where I grew up too. Like, I think I heard of that happening. With people in it. I guess they do it with no one's around just to be dicks. But I guess the real joke is if somebody was in there and he did it, and then they get covered with shit and piss. I guess. Fun times. Hunter's Hawk says in the 80s we used to TP a dentist's house that would hand out toothbrushes and stuff candy. See, that's the deal. I guess if you didn't want to get egged or TP'd, you wanted to be handing out the good candy, right? And the ones that like didn't have anything or didn't answer the door, they were probably the targets of those things. Step and Stitch says it was if it was tipped on the door. Yeah, right. And they couldn't get out. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Nick Rich says a topic or question. I guess that's the Vulcan Live Long and Prosper thing and Puff Puff, which I believe is a marijuana smoking reference. Terrence Bunce is here. Good Thursday evening. Good to see you, Terrence. Thanks for joining us here in the old driver's lounge. It's a good old driver's lounge. Prevent 28. This is good, relaxing conversation. I agree. But it could turn on a dime. It could get very uncomfortable and unrelaxing any moment. You just never know. You never know. Carol Alana says, we had a general from Air Force Academy come to a party dressed in drag with balloon boobs. Barely recognized him. We had a ball. I'm making cupcakes and carving pumpkins for my cats. See, there you make the best of it. You have your cupcakes. You got your cats. You got the pumpkin. See, we can always make the best of things. And it sounds like a great time. Me, what I'm going to do is probably just watch TV, which is fine. I like watching TV. I feel like I'm making up for about 12 years where I was on the road pretty much nonstop. And I've been just catching up on my Netflix list. That sounds horrible, though. That doesn't sound very fun, does it? Non-useful. I don't know if I should read this or not. Well, I'll read it. What the hell? I'm going for it. I'm going in. Non-useful says, I'm going as Bloody Tap on Tim. Fake blood looks real. All right. That's lovely. Jolie is welcoming Hunter's Hog. Thank you for doing that. And warm welcome to Hunter's Hog. Pity to Create says, hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. I don't remember any news stories about actual murder fruit. Well, I don't think anyone died, actually. But they got their mouths, according to the urban myth or legend, it was very, very bad. And they had to be rushed to emergency and to the hospital, and because they really fucked up their mouth. Now, whether or not it was true, like I said, I heard years later. I heard that was just an urban myth. Anyhow, I guess I shouldn't keep repeating that. Mr. Spock says Johnny was hurting and ran out of weed, but Johnny has 25 weed roaches. If it takes 5 roaches to roll a joint, how many joints can Johnny roll? I was told there would be no math today. Okay. But that would be 5. Anyhow, Aaron says, ooh, non-useful. Yes, I shouldn't even read it. Zonny says, confirm parents were teachers. Are you confirming the story about the blade in the mouth? Apple? Anyhow, Sue Naughty, 1989. So Naughty. Oh, So Naughty, not Sue. Yeah, So Naughty, like So Naughty. 1989. By the way, I haven't seen you here before, so I want to give you a nice warm welcome. Thanks for being here, hanging out with us while we just wait for Hal Sparks to come on. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to do. Joey asked me to do this thing where I could do a raid, and I looked into doing that. I wonder if that's what made me lose my chat filter thing. I don't know. I don't think I can do it because I don't have a chat filter. I don't know. I'm not set up to do that. But Jolie, I did look into that. And I'll have to try that later. But anyhow, we'll try to do, I guess, our own little raid over there. Slow 1989 says, don't understand why people think drug dealers are giving product away for free. If they're drugging, yeah, it wasn't drug dealers, yeah, that's for sure. It was just some sickos. If they were putting some type of drug into Halloween candy, that was just sick assholes that are psychotics that wanted to try to hurt or kill people. And again, whether that actually I'm sure it probably happened somewhere. I'm just not sure if it was to the extent that people think it was. But anyhow, but I think where that stuff kind of comes from is from parents saying, don't you touch anything until we look at it, because there could be drugs in there, or there could be a razor blade in there, or whatever. And so that's where that comes from. Mad Max says, Stamp and Stitch, yeah, my mom told me that's what they did as kids too, except that was when a hole was dug into the ground, and when it got full, they would dig a new hole and put the outhouse over it. Ha ha. Hey, Talon XX is here. It says, wow, it really got handsome and romantic in here. Oh, hi, John. Hey, Talon XX, thanks for being here. Good to see you. I don't know if I've seen you before, or not. So welcome to the Driver's Lounge, and thanks for being here. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to get over that 3480 with all you guys if you all subscribe. all the new people. Julianne Hayes says, I always wondered how you would get a razor blade in an apple. Didn't make sense. Yeah, and not see the little slit. Like if you did put it in there, but I guess that's why they always say, look at everything or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if you would use something against your hand and you could press it in maybe, but then there would be a slit, right? Free Vet Carol, did you mean Police Academy movie? No, they have Carol lives by the Air Force Academy in Colorado, I believe. I believe that's what Carol. That's not how I took it. When Carol said that, the first thing I thought was the Air Force Academy. But maybe I'm wrong. Terrace Bunt says Hershey's Mounds Zotz Fizz candy. I had a Ultraman mask. Nice. Yeah, Hershey's Mounds. Yeah, I love all that shit. Jolie says lots of great people. Hunter's Hog, glad you're here. Yes, absolutely. Hunter's Hog, have a great Halloween, y'all. Well, thanks for being here. If you're heading out, thanks for checking us out, and I hope you come back. Right over here is my schedule. This is the schedule, and we go on. So hopefully you can see that. I'm not sure. Can you guys see that? Okay, it looks. As I'm looking at it, that might be hard to see. Depending on if you're looking depending on your device. If you're watching on a phone, it might be hard to see that. If you're watching on an iPad or a computer, or if you have it on your TV, it should be okay to see this schedule, I think. But I guess if you were on a smaller screen, it might be hard to see. But anyhow, there's the schedule. So I hope to see you guys come back. Cat Cookie's here. Cat Cookie says there were stories of people putting LSD in candy. This was in the 70s. Yeah. For sure. Cat Cookie, thanks for being here, by the way. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping on by. So Naughty 1989 says the rest of the year we tell kids don't take candy from strangers. Right. That's right. That's where all that comes from. It's like parents, looking out for their kids and warning them to not take these type of things because there are, unfortunately, some sickos out there that would try to hurt people. Carolina says local hospitals in Colorado Springs offered. Oh yeah, to X-ray. That's right. I heard of that service. Yeah. Keith Felitz here. Hey Keith, good to see you. Keith says tonight is the one and only debate between Lucas Kuntz and Josh Hawley. They're doing a debate on Halloween night. Wow, that's kind of funny. Are they dressing up for anything? But I hope Lucas Kuntz kicks his ass. Not only at the debate, but also at the polls and in the election. So everyone, if you're in Missouri, and if you haven't voted yet, vote for Lucas Kuntz. And if you have voted, I hope you voted for Lucas Kuntz. We need to send old Twinkle Toes Holly a packing. Robert Perez says, don't forget the myth that tonight there will be human sacrifice, so stay home. Well, that one's true, unfortunately. Nicholas says, Seha, I haven't got a notification. Is Seha here? Oh, there's Seha. Somehow I skipped Seha. Hello, Seha. I didn't mean to skip you. Seha says, so no million today. I don't know, but hello, Seha. Good to see you. I didn't mean to skip over you. Well, Golf Marine's back. Hey, good to see you. It says, I'm ready to start drinking champagne tonight and just party till the election is decided. Yeah, just go for it, man. Just go on a 5-day bender, and then when you wake up, eventually, then you'll find out who won. I guess. I say go for it, Mister. I'm really horrible, aren't I? I mean, as far as I know, Gulf Marine could be in recovery or something, and I'm encouraging him to drink. I'm a horrible person. I just realized I'm a horrible. This is the moment I had the sudden realization that I am a horrible human being. All this time I thought I was pretty decent. I thought I was a pretty good person. I just now, how that's an epiphany. I just had this epiphany that I am a pretty horrible human being. Because I just told a person that I don't really know in real life to go on a 5-day bender. And that could have been the worst advice I could have ever given. I don't know. But okay, so if you're not in recovery, maybe I need to preface that. But if you are, then I'm saying no. Don't do it. Mr. Spock, Johnny can roll 6 joints. 5 joints equals 5 roaches. Oh, trick question, huh? Was that a trick question? Sehal says, Trucker John, the apple razor blade story is an urban myth. I've said that about 10 times today already, by the way. But that's not to say that maybe there weren't concerns about people putting, like someone said LSD or putting some drugs in their coffee or, candy. Don Usual says, back in the day, my father would bring home 100 hay bales and made a haunted maze for the neighborhood kids. Mom would hand out free candy, hot chocolate, coffee, and brownies circa 1966 forward. That sounds absolutely like a movie scene. I mean, that sounds really nice. That sounds like a awesome thing to do. That sounds cool. Be Aware says there's a book on those myths. Best Joel Gerard T. Horiachi, the razor blade and the apple and social construction of urban legends. So someone wrote a book on it. Freewood 28, 80 people watching. 80 people. And over here it says 97 watching. We almost have 100. Can we get 3 more people? We got 2 more minutes before we have to leave. Can we get 3 more people to watch? And get a few more likes because there's only 88 thumbs ups. Oh, it just went down to 94. I scared 3 people away. See? It didn't work. I had the opposite effect. I was trying to get 3 more, and I ended up losing 3. Anyhow, Non-Useful says Angel Dust was a thing to worry about during Halloween. Yeah, those things. Hey, Jojo Mojo Jojo's here, my favorite name on the internet. Hello, everybody. Hello, Jojo Mojo Jojo. Good to see you. As we're about ready to go in. Aaron West says, I'm a sub. Well, I hope so. Walter McCarriage is here. I'm just skipping down because we are going to leave. Nick Rich gifted a membership. Julianne Hayes got it. Jolie did 10. Jolie girl. Look at you. Thank you so much. And look, Tony K got it. And John from Las Vegas. Now, you better show up, John from Las Vegas. You need to show up more. Now you got a membership. I don't think you're here today unless you've been lurking. Melinda in Seattle. Bob Carmody got one. Left-handed Jedi. Notorious GRG, who did a $9.99 super chat on the morning show, got one. So that's cool that Notorious GRG got one. Robin M. Oh, we love Robin M. Megan was here, got one. There's Steve Sayers, didn't get one, but I'm just saying hi to Steve. Don Ho, great singer, got one. And there's Dan Hefner, tip the dancers. Hey, Dan, thanks for being here, by the way. Good to see you. Carol Pack was gifted by Jolie. There's Teresa TAK. Everyone's coming in. It's 4 o'clock now. And we're going to be heading out. Maybe Jolie or Aaron could drop Al Sparks. I tell you, man, I'm on a mental decline. We could maybe get Sparks's link in here. We could all go over and do a Trucker John raid in a little bit. Golf Marina says, Trucker John chat turned green. Wonder if I got one. Well, you're green. I think you got one earlier, didn't you? Like in the morning show. I think you got one on the morning show because Fancy did one, and that might have been you, Golf Marine. But by the way, have I said Simplify yet today? Simplify, motherfucker. Golf Marine says, dang, Teresa TK, you type like an octopus. Yeah, just... All right, guys, I think we're going to have to head on over. I don't know if Hal has started up yet or not. Julianne Hayes, thank you, Nick Rich. Love your work. Tablet not working. Freevid 28 is there talking. Everybody is just... I'm just skipping down because we are going to head on over to Hal here in a minute. Carolina, I love spooky movies and ghost hunting channels. Yeah, there you go. Make an evening of it. There's Jojo Mojo Jojo again. It's No Math Thursday. Here we are. Yeah, no math Thursday. Is that how far behind I am in the chat? I was really far behind, wasn't I? There's Seha again. Guys, I'm not reading them because we got to go. We got to head on out. Fancy gifted another membership, and Dave H got one. Thank you, Fancy. Thanks so much. I appreciate you for all your support, for all you guys, everything you guys do, my mods, all the work you guys do, everyone here who likes, subscribes, and shares. You guys are awesome. You took us from about 180 subscribers about a year ago, a little over a year ago, to over 35, almost 3,500, 3,480 something. It's because of you guys. You guys are the ones that do that. So thank you so much. Everybody have a happy Halloween, however you do it. Whatever you do, just have a good night. Have a good, safe night tonight. And, I think I may have swallowed some LSD. I can only wish. I don't know, something. The LSD went down the wrong pipe. Grandma M's here. Good to see Grandma M. I'm just going through real quick. Thank you for being here. You guys, I'm skipping down. I'm skipping. I'm skipping to Malou. Non-useful gifted a membership. Carolyn Phelps received that. So thank you so much, Non-useful. And Carolyn Phelps, we hope to see you again. We'll be back on Saturday. Saturday, 11 a.m. See the schedule? 11 a.m. That will be the after show hangout. So House Sparks is a show 9 to 11. And we come on after him on 11 a.m. Pacific time. Remember, I'm in the Pacific time zone, so adjust accordingly. And so I'll see you guys then. And I'll see you over in House Sparks chat room. Let's see. Josh was here. Thanks, Josh, for being here. Everybody, Carolyn Phelps, Jojo Mojo, Jojo, Aaron West, Jolie. You probably heard that one before, I guess. David Jones. I already voted for Lucas Cruz. Good job. Thank you for your votes. Thank you for voting blue. Remember, vote blue for all that's dear to you. Trademark Trucker John. And I think it's 4:04. Let me just check. Let's see. Has Hal gone on yet? Is House Sparks? Okay, there's 3 people watching over there at House Sparks. He's got his little, the thing, his little countdown page or whatever. It just started 22 seconds ago. So I'm using my feet on the dashboard link or whatever. So you're gonna see it. Oh, okay, you guys did it. Aaron and Jolie both, I guess. Hal and Sparks. Okay, so if you guys want to go over there, if you want to jump on over to Hal, give me a shout out, just like this is Trucker John Raid or something of that nature. I haven't. Jolie was telling me there is a way where we could do it more like how Twitch does it, but I haven't figured that out yet. But you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Have a happy Halloween in however way you do it. And just remember, Kamala Harris is going to win on Tuesday. She's going to win. Don't be so stressed out. This isn't 2016. This isn't even 2020. Trump's going to do worse than he did in 2020. Kamala Harris is going to do even better than Joe Biden did. And we're going to flip some seats. We're going to take the House back. We're going to keep the Senate. I'll see you guys Saturday, 11 a.m. Pacific time. 11 a.m. Pacific time. Also, Liberal Dance Show Monday. I should be on there. 8 p.m. Central over at Liberal Dan. We're going to do a show together. Tuesday, I'll be back on my morning show, 9 to 11. If Dan can break away from work, he might be able to show up. I'm not sure about that yet. And that's voting day. And then from there, we're going to go into 24 hours of House Sparks. All right, guys, that's the rundown. And just like I always say, guys, if you really want to know the secret of happiness, the secret of life, then all you got to do
Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet have some fun times, hopefully nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes, might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about door chimes, but if we did, I'd be only too glad. So hasta la vista, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stuck to truck driving, who I try to kid. At least when I was out there driving, I could handle a skid, but doing this live stream, baby, has been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again right here on the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna do it again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream, this is where we win, right here on the Trucker John live stream. No, this time to say goodbye, the show is coming in. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry, we're all gonna come back and meet again. Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes, might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about door chimes, but if we did, I'd be only too glad. So hasta la vista, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stuck to truck driving. Who am I trying to kid? At least when I was out there driving, I could handle the skid. Doing this live stream, baby, it's been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again, right here on the Trucker John live stream. We gonna do it again and again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream, this is where